Yes, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. First, I would like to take my hat off to all the candidates. It is not easy running for office, particularly in a climate where things can get really ugly really quickly. It's not easy to be subject to ridicule and sometimes to blatant lies. And you don't know who believes what and when, and you sometimes don't know what to believe. So I am grateful that I have been able to run a race that has been fairly decent. I've had some signs taken here and there, but nothing too bad. So thank you all your candidates who have found it not robbery and have enough courage to run to serve this community. I am running for circuit court judge. And since I've been on the campaign trail, I realize that some people don't even know what a circuit court judge does. What is a circuit court judge? I venture to say that a circuit court judge is more important than the President of the United States when it comes to your life. It's more important than the governor when it comes to your well-being. The circuit judge is the one that makes decisions about your family. If your family's going to stay together, if your family's going to be torn apart. The circuit court judge makes decisions about your freedom, whether or not you go to jail. They sign death warrants. They determine whether or not you're going to be held to the highest standard or if they're going to give you grace and mercy. Circuit court judges determine your finances. They determine whether or not you can keep it or you're going to lose it sometimes. You need to know who your judges are and what they represent and if they're going to follow the law. And I'm not supposed to talk about politics. I'm not. That's against all of the rules. But I can talk about the facts. And the facts are that our governor has appointed 7 circuit court judges to the bench in the past couple of weeks. 7. That means he's handpicked the people that he wants to serve our community, and we haven't had any input in that decision. Now, normally appointments are okay because they're supposed to be based on merit. They're supposed to be based on skills and experience. My father was a circuit court judge in Seminole County. He was appointed by a Republican governor, Jeb Bush, and he was later appointed to the Florida Supreme Court by a Republican governor, Charlie Crist. So it's not that appointments are bad. Its appointments are not good when they're not based on the right things. So we're in a period right now where appointments are based on a lot of things, and sometimes it's not merit. It's based on ideology. So that is why it's so crucial that we get out to elect our judges who we can research, find out what their ideology is, find out what their goals are, find out what their background is, find out if they're going to do the right thing, if they respect the law, which is why I'm running, because I am terrified about what my community thinks about the justice system. No one should be worried about going to court and wonder if they're going to get a fair shot or wonder if they're going to be made an example of or if they're going to be part of an ideology that someone wants to prove. Justice is too important for that. I respect the law and I want the law to be respected. I am running because it breaks my heart when I have my clients tell me, I don't want to go to court. Let me just resolve this matter because I'm not sure what the judge is going to do. And that's not right. Our judicial bench is the first line of defense to all things constitutional. And it's important that our community has confidence in our system. I'm sorry, I didn't talk about myself at all. I am an attorney. I've been an attorney for 24 years this year, which is a long time, and I can hardly believe it since I'm only 29 years old. But I have been very blessed in my career to practice in corporate law. I have represented Fortune 500 companies as a young attorney. I've represented Best Buy, UPS, $1.50 General. I was fortunate enough to have my own law practice with my big brother who is here, Jamon Perry. He started our practice in Orlando, and at that time I was able to represent individuals and nonprofit organizations and small businesses. And now I'm the general counsel and executive director for the state attorney's office, where I am in charge of 385 employees and a $37 million budget. And I am responsible for making sure that criminal justice is done correctly in the Ninth Circuit. I manage 385 prosecutors and staff, and that's investigators, victim advocates, paralegals, legal assistants, and all of that. So I am only telling you that so you know that I am qualified for the job, because qualifications is important. But you cannot run a campaign and just talk about all the I's, all the I's, all the I's. Because I'm not running for me, I'm running for us. And it's important that you know the why I'm running. So I'm running to make sure that this community feels protected and feels safe. I also want to impress upon everyone how important it is to vote in the primary They don't want you to vote. The primary is very unpopular. But there are some primary races that have been won by small margins. I'm talking about as small as 15 votes. 15 to 20 people have decided what races are won and what races are lost. And that's insane with a community of over 800,000 registered voters. So please encourage your family and your friends to vote. Some people just say, oh, I'm going to vote for you, and then they try to vote in November. Just because they don't remember, they're not paying attention. It's not their fault. We're all busy. We have things going on. That's why it's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that our family members and our friends know that now is the time. Because if you don't vote in the primary, you're going to miss some very important races. I also want to thank my team. Tamara Crane has been my left hand, my right arm, my left arm, my wig extensions, everything to get through this race. I am grateful for her. And I know she hates being embarrassed, but I had to call her out. So thank you so much, Tamara, for everything you've done. We are almost there. We're in the home stretch. I am thankful for all of my endorsements. I have the honor of being endorsed by the mayor of the city of Orlando, Buddy Dyer, the mayor of the city of St. Cloud, Chris Robertson, former Chief Judge Belvin Perry, former Chief Judge Fred Lawton, Senator LeVon Bracy Davis, who's here with us. I'm proud of the breadth of endorsements that I've received because they're not partisan. They're all over the place. And I think that speaks to my credibility and my ability to serve this community in a way that is fair and balanced. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your energy, and thank you for your participation. And God bless you. Yeah.